Smart grids.
Yeah.
Is that a thing you think about?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what a smart grid is? Can you tell me what a smart grid is? Yeah.
The transmission grid, the main transmission grid, is already pretty smart. We have a lot of computer control systems on that. It's monitored in real time to be able to control the flow of power remotely and respond to outages without having to send somebody to do something. And we have that capability really down to the distribution substation. It's beyond that distribution substation where we can really take advantage of a lot more smart technology, computerized technology, metering systems that will allow for two-way communications between us and our customers, that will give them a lot more information about how they're using electricity and what it costs, because it does vary throughout the day.
Smart grids are something that can be handled within a distribution grid. It would have the ability to go as far as changing the temperature settings in a house. If we're in a hot day and we're reaching our capacity electricity-wise, they may be able to turn off the electric vehicle chargers or some different appliances to help us keep our load within the limits that we need to keep it in. It'll allow us to have smaller generation plants, fewer power plants, because we're able to modulate how and where energy is being used. Utility customers can also appreciate the smart grid concepts and that they can maintain styles of living and temperatures for the most part and still be contributing to balancing the electric grid.
So you're kind of talking in terms of someone could look at like an app on their phone and find out, oh, between the hours of 3 and 5, wow, the power is really expensive. And then maybe if they have a smart home, they can set their appliances to turn off during those times of day and save some money.
Yeah, and we know as utility managers that the biggest consumers of energy in homes is to keep spaces cool. Home air conditioning systems, refrigerators, freezers. I think it would be useful for many customers to be able to know, how much am I paying for my air conditioning every month? How much does it cost to run my refrigerator? Being able to see that as a component of their bill would be very helpful.
I mean, we don't have that capability right now. Is there work being done towards making that a reality potentially?
Yeah, I think so. One of the things that is a challenge for utilities is that our investment in equipment to serve customers tends to be very durable. A lot of the stuff that we install lasts for decades. And so as we look at changing the design of those systems, there has to be a serious cost-benefit analysis applied. The transition to new technologies in our industry is sometimes a lot slower than people would like. It is an essential public service. Any change in the local distribution system always has to be done with an eye toward what's the impact on the customer.
I think we have to think, even if one wants to use a grid 1.0 versus 2.0, it's a transition to a 2.0. So that's where the term modernization, it sort of hints at a process.
If we don't get our transmission system handled, we're only going to achieve 20 to 30% of the renewables that we need to achieve in order to get to our greenhouse gas emission reduction goals.